Hey dudes and chicks and neither of those don't apply to you. Welcome to Rick for Last Time. My name is Katie. Today, I am just going to be doing kind of the January version of like winter products that kind of go with the season as far as colors go, as far as feelings go. I don't really like to do winter shit during Christmas season because I'm not really that into the holidays, and so I decided to wait until like New Year's to do like my winter stuff. So if you guys are interested in seeing what palettes I've been feeling a vibe for, what colors I think like match the mood, or what I've been really wanting to gravitate towards during this winter season, then just hang out. So the first thing I want to say is I have been using the Revlon Illuminance Serum Tint Skin as my complexion product. However, before I got that, immediately, like when it started getting drier and started getting colder, I don't know why, but I just inherently like desired to use my ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Tinted Moisturizer. It doesn't have very much coverage, but it's really hydrating, and so I feel like during the dry months, this just felt like a winter product. Also, I don't know why, I just feel like it looks really good. I feel like it makes my skin look really nice in the winter. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about any highlighters because it's not really a thing. I don't feel like there's specific highlighters that I use. I always just use the highlighter that matches my look. But I will say that I feel like your blush looking frosty is kind of a thing. And so I really love the Hourglass blushes because they're this color. They're like the pigment that's in there, but then they just have this like frosty vibe to them, and they're like, even like the colors that are super pigment, they still look like frosty. And so I really like these. And also I've been really using my ColourPop and Kathleen Lights Lunar Has It, which is a cool tone color. I feel like these almost move to a cool tone because of the frosty nature of the Hourglass blushes. Well, then this is also like kind of frosty. See how it's like glowy, but it's also like, it's just frosty, and it looks actually really similar to these Hourglass blushes, which if you don't have the Kathleen Lights, you might want to look into these. And honestly, I do feel like the Hourglass blushes are worth it. Like, I don't even know how much they are. I bought the Ghost Edit a long time ago and I paid full price for it, or maybe I got it on sale, but still on sale, Hourglass is still really expensive. But anyway, so I feel like these have been a mood for me lately, and so is the Kathleen Lights and ColourPop Glowy I Need Space. I feel like I didn't narrow this down to 10 palettes, but there have been, like, I did pull out the palettes for one that I think kind of represent winter. So to me, winter is cool tones, which is anything with a blue base. So that's a blue base pink, a blue purple. I mean, I feel like I'm wearing a pretty frigid bitch look right now on my eyes because purple is a cool tone. However, it's also like, I feel like winter is about death and dying, and I feel like colors that look like death or dying, so that's like your dusty colors, your mauves. I feel like the She's in Parties palette really represents winter. This is a really winter palette. Just because of this color right here is like super, it really cools down. These two right here really cools these looks down, and honestly, I feel like you could be doing a really dimensional look with this palette, but then you throw these on here and you suddenly look like, it's like Victorian death. I just feel like this is a thing. The Millennial Pink palette is always going to be a winter palette to me. It's got these gray tones, which are very cool toned, and then these mauvey dusty pinks. That's like totally winter. They're almost like, it's almost like, it just looks like snow. It looks a little frigid. The 9 Hydran palette by Adept Cosmetics, I just feel like this shadow right here is so winter. That's like a total winter shadow. And then also it has these like cool tone purples as the shimmers that you can wear with this really like, it doesn't look that purple in the pan, but it really is, as you can see on the skin, very gray, very dead. Very zombie. Then obviously the Midwinter Dream. Every single bit of this looks like a snowy, sparkly snowscape, like period. I swear to God, like all of these shimmers look like snow. and all of these cool tones with the purple and the teals. Honestly, I feel like teal, especially like this winter, the teal has really been a thing for this winter. The Cold Moon palette, obviously, you guys know I have been gravitating toward Ensley Rain. Like her seasonal releases have been fucking fire, dude. So anyways, these grays, this like mauve, like these pinks, this is all like super cold, frigid mauves. I just feel like if it's gray based, it really looks like winter. Cool tones. Any cool tones are winter. Obviously, this is like a winter wonderland. It's more like candy winter. It's like, I don't know. This is just like all these pastels and white based colors, and then it goes into these jewel tones. This is all very winter to me. This was an exceptional winter release to me. As I told you guys, the Winter Witch palette by Notoriously Morbid has been my favorite. This blue right here is it's so beautiful. I did a look with this last night and I didn't like the video, so I don't know if I'm going to post it, but I did the look that I wanted to do with this. And I just don't know if I like the video, so I don't know if I'm going to post it. But I fucking think this color story is so winter. This is my absolute favorite. And I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I actually appreciate cool tones more than warm tones, even in the summer. But I will tell you that any of these palettes except the Lands of Enchantment, I wouldn't feel as comfortable wearing any of these in the summer as I do feel in the winter. So I'll wear whatever the fuck I want. Obviously, like I'll wear whatever the fuck I want. However, these are the kinds of tones that I don't feel necessarily comfortable wearing in the summer. So this is the Madame Violet palette, and this is totally like a winter palette to me. It's like a pink winter dream. However, I do feel like I would wear this one in the summer, but this purple right here is so graveyard purple. It's like these two colors right here are like gravestone purple to me. So that's like winter. This is a cool tone, grungy dream. This is totally winter. This color right here is so winter to me. I don't know why. This palette is fucking so beautiful. I love it. Fucking love it. Winter Wonderland by MBA Cosmetics. I feel like this was one of the best palettes of 2023. The color story is amazing. The shimmers look like fucking snow. The color story is a cool tone dream. It has nice blending shades. It's got the greens and the cool tone blue, or the cool tone purple with the navy right here. This is absolutely a winter color story. And it's called Winter Wonderland. Come on. Rose from the Dead. These are my winter colors. Like my hair is going to be about this color, like a mix between these two colors any minute now. I was going to do it today, but then I decided to film this look instead. So I just think that this is like the color of snow and like muddy snow and like my winter hair color. Like honestly, it matches my lips really good. I love my lips. This is the Nomad Freezy Flamey palette, and obviously like it has this warm, but this is almost like a volcano in winter fire section, and then the rest of this is all like blue gnomes. Gnomes are like a winter, they wear the winter clothes and they're always just for winter, like even in the summer. They have winter beards and shit. This is the Freezy Flamey, and I feel like it's definitely on the freezy side, on the frosty side. And then obviously the Winter Wonderland palette. I feel like this color story kind of set the stage for what was going to be the vibe for this particular winter, the 2023-2024 winter. I feel like this is like the color of the new year, like period. It's like a winter party. This is New Year party. So love it. And then I'm just going to quickly talk about the lipsticks that I have 100 fucking winter lipsticks. They're all winter lipsticks. Literally, if it matches my heart, it's a winter color, period. These are always the colors I gravitate toward, but they're actually like all winter colors. So these are both this is Wolfsbane and Grimm by Makeup Monsters. These are my favorite colors all year round. Any opportunity I can get to wear these, but these are definitely winter colors. This is Beat It, and honestly by Lime Crime, and honestly the reason why I decluttered all of my other raspberry tones that are like this, because this has just a dusty, undertone to it. It's got a dusty, creamy base to it that just makes it look a little more dusty. That's the only way I can describe it. But it's honestly like, it's my favorite raspberry shade of any other brand. And the reason why is because it's got that dusty undertone to it. So that makes it a little more winter than just any old raspberry tone. The other I kept, this is the Berry Me 2 by Dose of Colors. So Berry Me, the original Berry Me, was actually closer to a raspberry like Beat It, but I decluttered it because it just didn't have that dusty undertone. But this is like a little bit more magenta, more purpley toned, and I feel like this is very winter, especially this winter with all the like bright blue palettes coming out, like with the teals and the purples. It's really matchy. These are both of the Lippy Mystic Mattes that came with the Rose from the Dead palette that I just showed you by Notoriously Morbid. And so these are obviously like the color of winter death, like period. Especially this one on is like, it's straight dying flesh. It's like frozen dead flesh. Period. So like I say, like winter to me is cold and dead. Cold and dead. But that doesn't mean it isn't beautiful. And then this is Sleepless. This is like, this color is deceptive. I feel like it really doesn't look on the lips. It really looks like gray and dead. But it has a pink undertone that you can't really see in the tube. It like has just a barely a mauve base, but it really looks like cold and dead. This is my Teddy Bear Lime Crime shade. This is like my favorite nude. It's like a mix of like mauve and raspberry. It's like halfway between. Total winter color. Okay, so these are my Give Me Glows. I literally, my friend Tanya, my manager, she just, Give Me Glow had a sale, and honestly, I feel like I had the most amazing mixture of fall tones and winter tones. I have like the most complete nude set, but it's like, but make it interesting. It's like, not like nudes, it's like interesting nudes, and I feel like these three nudes, this is Wicked, She Wolf, this is like grim. It's like that brown, like wolfy, like with a hint of raspberry. All of these have like a running theme where like there's a hint of like raspberry undertone to it. And then this is She's All That. And I literally wore this the other day with that Cold Moon look that I did, and it's so fucking pretty. Holy shit. And then this is my first Lime Crime shadow or shade ever, and it's called Cashmere. And it's another one similar to that Dose of Colors shadow, or Lippy, but it's just a little more mauve. And this just gives me, this is a mood right here. Cashmere is a fucking mood. It looks so, it just looks a little off, but for me, it's like amazing. So those are all of my best products for winter in January, not December. I hope you guys love this. I hope you guys got some inspiration about like color stories, vibes, like things you want to maybe gravitate towards yourselves for the next oncoming winter months until Valentine's Day, which is my favorite. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell because you can't wait to see what happens next. Hit the like button if you like this video, or if you just like my sparkling personality and my boyish charm, and hang out with me in the comments because I fucking love it. If you got like halfway through this video and you were like, oh my god, she's so pretty till she opens her big fucking mouth, then go check me out on Instagram. I don't talk as much on Instagram. And if you were like, don't sugarcoat it, Katie, why don't you tell us how you really feel, then go check out my Patreon because I don't hold anything back on my Patreon. I will be going live for the 1/1 portal at 1 on January 1st at 1 p.m. and the link will be on my 666 Patreon tier for those of you who are going to join me. I can't wait to see you on New Year's. Thank you guys so much for watching. You could have been anywhere, but you were here wasting your time with me, and I totally appreciate you. Later.